Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hamkroom Gaming channel. Today we will be talking about demonetization and throttling of channels on YouTube. On YouTube, demonetization has been a big issue since 2016, I believe. So nearly 2 years since it started, about the middle of 2016. Now, there's also another problem with YouTube, which is throttling. What is throttling? Throttling is basically when they don't show up or promote your video. It doesn't show up in recommended tabs. It doesn't show up on up next videos. It doesn't show up on the main page if it's trending. It's not even allowed to be in the trending feed. So basically, it's filtered out of the trending feed. What videos get throttled? To put it crudely, in gaming terms, basically titty streamers, usually women who stream with most of their cleavage out, which I don't mind personally. If that's what makes you famous, you entertain people, I don't mind it. That's up to you. It devalues the gaming streaming service for females a little bit, maybe, I guess. But at the end of the day, people will watch what they want to watch. So if someone is doing that, I don't feel like they should be penalized for it if they're entertaining people. At the end of the day, we all try to entertain someone, and we don't need extra hurdles put in our way to get an audience. Now, true, that might be considered exploitative of younger viewers, but honestly, that's up to the parents to decide, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. I will be presenting two systems: the FCC, which is the United States Federal Communications Commission. The FCC rating system is basically divided into TV-Y, TV-G, TV-PG, TV-14, TV-MA. Now, those are pretty self-explanatory once we skip the abbreviations. TV-Y is TV young viewers. TV-G is TV general viewers. It's suitable for everybody, but it's not necessarily aimed at younger viewers. TV-PG is TV parental guidance. Basically, the parents decide if it's okay for their child. TV-14 is for 14 and over. It is strongly recommended. Most parents will object to viewers younger than 14 viewing the material. TV-MA is TV mature audiences only. Now, it was changed because of the M rating. There was some copyright issues on the rating, so they changed it from TV-M to TV-MA. Now, those are very difficult to find explicit instructions what those contain and what is exactly objectionable. So the FCC actually added the L for language, S for sexual content, and V for violence, and some other ratings as well for basically subcategories of those things. On the other hand, the ESRB ratings are a little bit more self-explanatory, which are E for everyone, T for teen, M for mature, A, O for adult only. Now, those are a little bit more helpful for the simple reason that they have explicit guidances what it contains per category. Each category doesn't have a subcategory. It just has things that it does contain, and if you contain something in the next category, you jump up a category no matter what. So the ESRB rating E is basically everyone. Content is generally suitable for all ages. May contain minimal cartoon, fantasy, or mild violence, and or infrequent use of mild language. Everyone 10 plus. That is a game that has losses. Something like Mario, Super Mario Brothers. Teen content is generally suitable for ages 13 and up. May contain violence, suggestive themes, crude humor, minimal blood, simulated gambling, or infrequent use of strong language. Mature, that is for 17 and up. May contain intense violence, blood and gore, sexual content, and or strong language. Now, we all understand what blood and gore is. Fantasy violence. Violent actions of a fantasy nature involving human or non-human characters in situations easily distinguishable from real life. Now, easily distinguishable from real life. That is the point where clarity is really good. Easily distinguishable. What is easily distinguishable? Well, a dragon is easily distinguishable from real life. Why am I talking about these ratings? Well, basically, YouTube needs to cut it out with the binary system that it has. Videos are either rated 18 and over and not suitable for basically anyone under 18, or they're rated suitable for everyone. Well, I don't know what content is suitable for everyone. To explain throttling a little bit better, I will show you two reviews side by side. On the left you will see the ELX review, and on the right you will see the Far Cry 5 review. Those are the first 16 days of both videos, and as you can notice on the left side, the ELX review is getting a lot more views. That is basically because the Far Cry 5 review got throttled. This is what happens to a video which gets throttled. You will notice a spike in the middle of the Far Cry 5 review timetable, and after that it just goes down to 0 rapidly. Now, Far Cry 5 is a much more famous game than ELX, so there were a lot more reviews out there, but still, dropping the video down to 0 views, that is not really natural progression of a video, and even my subscribers didn't get to see the video all that much. On the left hand side you're seeing last year's views basically of the ELX review. So let's check out the last 2 weeks, the same time period for both videos. Now for at the same timetable, same weeks, basically same days, you will see on the left hand side the ELX review all of a sudden drops down to 0 around the same time as the Far Cry 5 review drops down to 0. That one view might be actually my account, or maybe a friend of mine actually watched the video for me, because I do like to get opinions on the videos, and right now only my friends can really give me their opinions. Very few people comment on my videos because I don't reach a wide audience, so I don't have really a great data to show you. But you can check out other YouTubers have made videos on throttling, and as you can see, 3 days in a row you get 0 views. Now those 3 days, or 4 for the ELX one, it gets 4 days of 0 views, while the Far Cry gets only 3 days of 0 views. For the same weeks, you can see that they're getting basically uneven viewership. The ELX review has a lot more viewership, higher views basically, and that is because the Far Cry 1 is throttled. It's still being throttled because I mentioned guns once in that video. And that's why I'm talking about the rating systems. I believe if YouTube utilizes the ESRB, or at least the FCC rating system, content providers will be able to rate their own videos before they publish them, and then not consumers, but viewers of YouTube will be able to select what is exactly that they want to filter out. They want to filter out video game reviews? Do they want to filter out something that's suitable for teenagers and older, or something for teenagers and younger, or something for 10-year-olds and younger? And you will be able to provide a system for your viewers to really be in control of what they see. And I will go into detail later on, but for right now, I just want YouTube to create a proper filtering system for their viewers, and for content creators to be able to select a more diverse rating, because right now you can just go 18 and over, or 18 or everyone, and there's no content really that passes in for 18 and over and for everyone. So it is a little bit difficult to distinguish what everyone is. I can't select my audience to be teens and older, even though I want to, because I'm not making videos for toddlers, and I'm not making videos for anyone who's not a teenager. Basically, I'm not making videos for people who do not have buying power. I'm making videos as recommendations on making a purchase. Most music videos are not suitable for everyone, and they're played on national TV always. There's MTV, there's BET, there's other music networks, I'm pretty sure by now. So I don't know why this is a system. I'm sorry, but John Oliver is not rated everyone. Now, I know that for sure. He's not suitable for children under 13. And even he will tell you he's not suitable for children under 13. He's not making content for children under 13. That's why he has a late show. I don't think he'll argue with me that his content is sometimes unsuitable for children. First of all, they may not even get the jokes most of the time. Trevor Noah is not suitable for children under 13. Even he will agree to that one. The kids won't get the jokes most of the time either. Bill Maher is not suitable for children under 13. CNN is not suitable for children under 13, but you have them on your trending page. But yet, I talk about a video game and I mention guns once, virtual guns, once, and you throttle the video like you did. This is ridiculous. I am providing a customer service. I am providing a review of a game which people will spend money to buy. And I believe they need to know everything about the game before they buy it. If you look at my Elix review, the only difference between those two reviews is that I don't mention guns. Elix has guns, I shoot guns in the video, but I don't mention them. I call them ranged weapons. You know why? Because you can also use a bow. So I said ranged weapons. And you didn't throttle the video. I don't know what happened to those couple of days over there where it was throttled, but you didn't throttle the video from the beginning. You didn't throttle it from the middle. You didn't throttle it even in, other than those 3 days, you didn't throttle the video at all. And I don't know what happened to those 3 days. That was probably when you were making the transition, when you were banning videos that were promoting the sale of guns or the illegal modifications of guns. Illegal in United States federal law, and bump stocks you kind of included as well, which I believe were made illegal under federal law. So I understand that. I understand not having those types of videos on your website, but that's not what I do, and that's not what most people who are getting throttled do. Most people just want to discuss either news, events, something that happened in real life, maybe even politics. But you know what? People discuss politics all the time, and especially in today's climate, I believe that political discussions should be happening in the public space. And as long as they're not attacking anyone personally, I don't think they should be throttled in any way. Now, should parents have the option for restricting such shows from young viewers? Yes, and that is exactly why I'm recommending using the ESRB rating system. It is already made, it is already complete. You can borrow it, you can work on it, you can make your own. Now, of course, the logos and such are trademarked. So I would recommend making your own logos. But that is also why I included the FCC, because that is a government taxpayer funded project. They can copyright it, but the thing is, you have the right to use it. Because you're a US company, you pay taxes in the United States, you have the right to use it. Now, copyright law and trademark law is a little bit confusing, but at the end of the day, you can use those same things on your videos and mark them and maybe even sort them that way. But you know what? I think you should allow the content creators to rate their own videos. And you should, as a content creator, if you rate your video properly, you should get something like brownie points. So after a while, let's say somebody makes 1,000 videos and they rate all of them or 90% of them properly, you should just hit them priority user and not scrutinize them as much as somebody who's made only 50 videos and has rated 20 of them properly. You should put more power in your creators' hands, because my videos are teen and up. I believe that. My streams, sometimes they're 17 and up, because I do use strong language sometimes and so on. But you know what? I can click on 18 and up on my stream and people will know, hey, 18 and up means it has strong language. Or maybe I can make it 16 and up, for strong language. It doesn't need to be mature, because I don't use profanity all that often. Even though I do say shit and stuff like that. But you know what? That's teen. That's not mature. I'm not using slurs. Especially racial slurs, I don't use, for the simple reason that I don't see a reason to use them. I don't use homophobic slurs for the simple reason that I don't see why I should use them. Not because they're impolite or something like that. I don't try to be polite, but you know what? I can only speak to for myself on that. Somebody wants to be impolite and stuff like that and make mature humor, comedy or such, they should be able to click mature 17 and over and be done with it. And you should provide the customers with the option of selecting what kind of videos they want to see on their feed. You know what? Somebody signs in as a guest, go ahead and ask them. Or you can have it right before the video. right after the commercial. People see the commercial, click skip ad, boom, and they see a little box. If you want to play this video contains X, Y, and Z. Do you want to see it? Yes, no, maybe so. And the customer is happy. Hey, look at that. I put a playlist for my kid, but this video is not playing because it has teen content in it, and I didn't want teen content for my toddler. So I'm going to click skip to next video, and it's just gonna skip to the next video. It takes minimal programming skills to do that. I can do it, and I work in Fortran, seriously. If I can do it in Fortran, you better be able to do it in HTML. So what I'm saying is, fix your website, fix it, make it professional, because right now you're behaving like kids. And that is unacceptable from a large corporation such as YouTube and Alphabet as a whole. Grow up, get your stuff sorted out, because you will start losing content providers. I'm referencing Philip DeFranco's video today. Boogie 2988 most likely will not leave YouTube anytime soon, especially with his emotional troubles and with his anxiety. But people like Philip DeFranco will be more ready to move up to the next stage of their life. And PewDiePie is, while he is probably the worst example I can give as a responsible YouTuber, but you know what? He's one of the biggest ones. And your Viners who jumped over to YouTube from Vine, those guys are gonna move on as well. They moved on from Vine, they're gonna move on from YouTube. The moment something else better or different pops up, they're jumping ship, because they don't need to deal with this bullshit either. Oh yeah, I use strong language because you are acting like children with a huge corporation that has an impact on many people's lives, including your viewers and including your customers, which are the advertisers, and including your creators, who are basically your product. So get your stuff sorted out. Otherwise, you'll start getting governments involved in your regulations very soon. You don't believe me? Yeah, the games didn't believe that their loot boxes are going to get noticed by the government either. But you know what? The government stepped in. And you know what? Jim Sterling predicted it 3 years before it happened. Maybe even 5. Yep, the government is just itching to get into a new form of censorship or regulations. And it's not just Democrats, it's also Republicans. That's the United States government. But you know what? Australia is looking at you as well. You know what? European Union is looking at you as well. Russia is looking at you, and they're laughing. They're laughing, and they're going to be laughing all the way to the bank when they start taxing you on whatever it is they need to regulate. They'll just add taxes. Hey, you want to be a content provider and you want to be a network? All right, you got to pay TV licensing fees and such, even though you're over the net. Heed my warning. The government is looking very closely at regulating Facebook. YouTube is next. So is Twitter. But right now, I'm just making this video for YouTube. Watch out, because the government cannot be stopped with their regulations. They like it. They love it. They live for it. Get your stuff together.